Okay, so here we are from the Caledonia, last one before the break. Louise Heel with the braised black beef in ginger tom. That looks like a good plate full of food.
Hello, my name's Louise Heel. I'm at the Caledonia Hotel in Ashton under Lyne. It's a town centre pub, very traditional inside, lovely beer garden, popular with the shoppers and workers at lunchtime, very busy on food. I chose ginger tom today because I like it. The Old Tom beers are very good to cook with. They retain the flavours throughout the dish, whichever one you're using. Ginger tom, of course, has got the lovely subtle ginger flavours in with it, and it's quite adaptable to a lot of different meats. The dish I'm doing today is braised beef with berry black pudding in ginger tom. So I've started off today and I've sautéed some leeks, celery and onions in butter and olive oil, and then added the beef to brown it nicely. Put in a little bit of Worcester sauce, tomato puree, garlic and ginger, and then finally added a bottle of ginger tom. So the beef's now going to sit in the oven and braise nicely and cook slow. At the end of that, we're going to serve the braised beef with champ, which is mashed potatoes with lots of really nice butter and milk, a little bit of horseradish in there and some spring onions and celery leaves. We're going to do carrots with a nice sweet glaze on them, and I'm baking soda bread, which I'm going to serve with fresh herb butter and olive tapenade.
It's always a good sign when we just actually pile in and pig out rather than kind of think about anything else. Paul, I think that's quite delicious.
I think, I think he's done very well there. Has actually come up hotter than the other dishes, which is great. There is a, it says here he's using ginger tom. There is a beer taste to it, without a doubt. I can't really taste the ginger coming through on it, to be honest with you. I think he's done a very good job with the braised beef. The mash is fantastic. I think he's done a very good job. Yeah, I like it. Okay.
Again, I think that we've all touched upon the fact that the texture of the beef is quite stunning. So I mean, from her recipe, then we're saying here, let's see how long it's cooked for. So 2 hours. It tastes longer than that, doesn't it? You know, it's really deliciously tender. It's absolutely falling apart. It's that flavour that I think we all kind of would recognise from childhood, you know, that kind of really slow cooked braised bit of beef that your mum or your nan or your auntie used to make, that when you're a kid you don't really like it, but as a grown-up suddenly we love it. So good flavour, and for me I think the fact that the first dish that has that lovely boozy taste to it as well.
The idea behind the dish, probably I like ginger tom. It'll keep coming back to that. Yeah, the ginger and the beef go really well together. I like to work on the idea of traditional pub food, just putting a little bit of spice in there and adding a little bit of interest into it. But the idea is it's just good, wholesome, hearty pub food.
The braised black beef in ginger tom, that beef was incredible.
Melted in your mouth.
And I think the nice thing about the dish was, although the plate was a little confusing, I thought the way that dish worked was that you wanted that second mouthful.
You did, yeah. You wanted to stop going back.
You wanted more.
I would have been quite happy to have a plate of that beef with some thick sliced white bread and just mop up the gravy and eat the beef. It was that Moorish, wasn't it? You know, I didn't care about anything else on that plate. I just wanted the beef.
And I entered this competition because my boss suggested it, but I've entered lots of competitions before. I like doing the competitions. It's good to get out there and compete against other people, and it's nice to see what other people are doing. And when you get to this level of the competition, everybody is professional and all the food's good. So I don't think at this stage of the competition you can ever say who's going to win, because everybody's good and everybody deserves to be here.